What's up, guys? I'm Josh with TMG Josh, and today we're taking a look at Radial Engineering's BT-PRO Bluetooth DI box. First, let's talk about the specs of this little DI box. It is a Bluetooth to XLR stereo DI box. It's got a supposed Bluetooth reception of about 40 meters. It's got a built-in headphone amp on the side. It uses Bluetooth A2DP and 2.0 EDR. It's got a 4 decibel output. It has 2 ISO transformers to eliminate buzz and hum. And it has a stereo to mono switch on it. It's powered via 5-volt micro USB plug, and it's made with closed cell PVC to compensate for interference, and it does not need phantom power. This thing retails at about $229 when it is not on sale. Looking at this box, it has a very simple concept. It takes a Bluetooth signal that is outputted via your phone, your laptop, or your tablet, and then it receives it into the box and outputs it via XLR to like a mixer for a PA. To use it, there's an output level on the one side of it, and you can adjust that to all the way to line level, and then there's a unity. There's a mono sum button right next to that because it is a stereo DI, so you can take the stereo signal and sum it to mono, so then it acts like a multi-outlet box. Right next to that is a headphone port where you can plug headphones in via 1/8 inch jack or 3.5 millimeter to do any troubleshooting you might need to. And then there is a power input, which it takes mini USB, and it is 5 volts, so you do not overvolt it. On the other side of that, the direct opposite side of it, it has 2 XLR outs. It is a stereo DI by default, so there is a left out and a right out, and in the middle of it, it has a ground switch. Now, it can be mono on each XLR channel just because of that mono sum switch. On the bottom, there is 2 little switches that say right ISO and left ISO. Basically, it means right isolation or left isolation. If there is any hum or buzz in the signal, you switch one of those or both, depending on where it is, and it will sum it or isolate it to one end, and you will get rid of it. On the top of it, near the 2 light areas, there's a switch that's the on switch. When you turn it on, it'll pop up with 2 lights, a blue light and a red light. They will flash between each other, and on the device that you're trying to pair it with, it'll pop up with Radial ENG in your Bluetooth settings. To pair it, they give you a passcode in the manual and labeled on the side of the box, and each of them ships with a different passcode. Just note, when you are using this box, do not give it phantom power. It will potentially break the box. So just a warning, and it's labeled on the side of the box and in the manual. Do not use phantom power with this box. I wanted to show the Bluetooth connection distance that this receiver has from my phone. So you can see it is paired with my phone, Radial ENG, like I talked about before. And then there is the receiver down there. It's on because it has a blue blinking light. And I'm going to play the song So Happy by Raven and Crane on the No Copyright Sounds playlist. And so here goes that. And let's start walking back here just to get distance from the Bluetooth receiver. Now, as you can see, I have it paired to an amp, and then it's going to these 2 speakers in the stereo. It is not summed to mono. I'm going to keep walking back here and get farther and farther. We're about 3/4 of the way through my entire apartment, this is the longest stretch of my apartment. And as you can see, there's no obstruction that I have between my phone and that Bluetooth receiver. I'm going to keep going back all the way to this door behind me. As you can hear, it's still going, and I am at the door. So, there's no obstruction. I've opened all the doors, and it's all the way at the far end in that far room there. Now, I'm going to start walking into my dining room here and see if it starts to have obstruction and like lose the signal. Yep, you can already hear it start to lose the signal integrity. It's cutting in and out. At this point, I've almost lost it. Okay, so now that was a lot of obstruction. I went through, it had to go through almost 3 or 4 different walls to even get to that Bluetooth receiver on the far end. So it can reach up to about 40 feet easily, which is great because I need it for events when I'm working in the events field, and the person who has their phone or laptop connected to it is pretty far away. That's great on that receiver's part. So let's talk about my thoughts about this device. So let's start off with the good things. The Bluetooth length of the connection is awesome. It is at the advertised 40 feet, which not many Bluetooth devices can boast that. This was amazing. I was thoroughly shocked with that. The XLR output is amazing at that plus 4 dB. It really outputs exactly what the signal is. Sometimes you can lose integrity, but this one really doesn't lose integrity all the way at that 40 feet length. It has solid build quality. The device is small and it's really heavy for how small it is. That's because it's made of all metal and it has an awesome build quality. The pairing of it is super easy. It pops up on the devices really quick once you turn on Bluetooth. It's got the passcode on the side and in the manual. Great job on that part. And it's everything you need in a DI box or direct input box. Shout out to them. Good job, Radial Engineering. Only a couple things I'm not so happy with. The first is the headphone amp. Now, okay, the headphone amp, it's not for listening directly to the signal, like for using your headphones or whatever. It's just for monitoring, making sure that it's working. And I guess you don't need something really high powered, but it's not that high powered in it. It needs a mini USB connection. Not so happy with that. I wish it was a micro USB, the more popular micro USB. That'd make the cables cheaper, and you can find them at longer lengths. But it may need the mini USB for power draw. Don't know. I wish it was micro USB instead of mini USB. And the only other thing is that I wish I had some other output besides XLR. Being on an event side, it's great that it has XLR, but if you were to use it for like a home theater sense or something in home, it's just XLR, so it's kind of weird to output it somewhere. But that being said, it's only made for event support. It's not made for setting up a home theater. So with all that said, it is a fantastic device. The goods way outweigh the bads. Radial Engineering did a fantastic job on this device. It is retailed at $250. You can find it on Radial Engineering's website or Amazon or any other place that sells technology. Newegg has it too. But it is a very high price tag at $250 for just a Bluetooth receiver. But it is darn good for what it is. So that was my review of the Radial Engineering BT-PRO Bluetooth receiver, Bluetooth to XLR receiver. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got anything out of it because it is an awesome device and I hope people go and buy it. It's really cool. Please like and subscribe. If you liked this video, hit the like button. If you disliked it, you know what to do. And check out my social media. I have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm about to set up Twitch for streaming the stuff when I do gameplays. And yeah, thanks for checking it out and thanks for being here with me.